morning again, viewers. It's Monday morning, start of another week. What we're doing today, we've got a delivery to do first thing of about 8 panels. So I've got to get those in van, get those delivered, and then after that we're going to the job. The job I was on Saturday that I forgot to take the recording equipment. Quite a bit more to do on this job, quite a bit of work, some fencing to fit, a gate to hang. So I'm going to get the van loaded and then we'll get onto that job and you can see how I get on. Van loaded, folks. So I'll get these doors shut, and just make sure I've got everything else that I need, and we'll get going and we'll get some work done. Catch up with you soon. There we go, folks. That's that delivery done of those 8 panels. Look, the customers are not home, so I've left them in the back garden. Right, let's get to the... Right then, folks, we're at the job. Look, this is from Saturday. This was just all wooden fencing, wooden posts, all rotted. We removed all of that and replaced it with two brand new bays done. Look, and I've got to do another bay. We just propped it up temporarily to block it in. So I've got that bay to fit there today. And also on Saturday, while me and Cole was here, look, we exchanged all these panels all the way down here. These 11 panels. Changed all those to new panels. They look really... And now we've got some raw footage, folks, of Fred fitting this bay. The last bay, look at these 3. It's in a really tricky position, this hole. Right up to the shed and next to that concrete post. So it's going to be a very, very difficult one, this, on my own. More difficult, folks, it's clay as well. Got digging clay. This really is just solid clay, guys, so as you can see I'm having to cut and pry the clay into pieces before I can extract it with the spoons. It really is tough clay. And we're not quite 2 feet deep yet, folks, so even though it is really difficult in clay, look, Fred will keep digging. And this really is not just for the cameras, folks. I always go 2 feet or over. I've never cut a post 2 feet deep or just slightly over, but I've never so far, I've been doing probably 11 years now this, not that long I know, but it's quite a while, and I've never had a post fail or fall or move so far. It speaks for itself. Yeah, it's had much harder work, but I get 2 feet deep and it's 2 to 3 bags of post mix on average for every hole, and as I said, touch wood, so far I've never had one fail. And there we go, folks. Let's have a look at this. Look, there's the clay, pure clay, 2 feet deep to the lowest point in the clay. What Fred's thinking now, viewers, I don't know if you're thinking the same, how the heck am I going to get that post in that corner? There we go, folks, that's that section complete. All the tools are in the way, but it's three bays, look. I've just put that one in there. I'm going to be honest, that was really tricky, because obviously I just couldn't get behind post, look, to put it in how I normally do. We've got a shed and a rubber post, but we got it in. A bit of a struggle, but I think that looks alright, folks. So the next step is to fix the gate into this section here. So we'll get on with that. Right, folks, job complete. Look at the gate. I used the existing gate that was already here, but I've completely rehung it with all new posts and fixings, and I think I've done a really good job, to be honest. It works quite well. Look, so I've just used the existing gate, put new concrete post in, a new 4x4 wooden post. It's all nice and neat and snug, look. That completes that section. 3 bays of fencing in the gate. I've done all of that, look. Really nice. And here's all the panels we changed. There's 9 full-size panels. Looks really good, look. It was just all rotted old panels before. 9 nice new panels, and there's 2 smaller existing, two smaller end panels at the bottom here to finish it off. But what a transformation! It's a shame I didn't photograph the old or film the old before. It really was, a mess, and now it looks really nice, I think. Morning, folks. It's Tuesday morning. You saw me yesterday on the job. Monday I got that job finished, which is really good. So now I can get on with all these panels that we've got on order. So Tuesday morning, what's happened this morning? I've just been out this morning, paid a supplier some stuff that I've had, and I managed to pick up the missing, the single board. Remember this panel? Last week I run out of boards. Well, I've now got that 7-foot feather edge board, so we're going to get that nailed on here. The compressor just turned on there, you can probably hear it. We're going to get this panel finished, and then we're going to go and get these 8 panels delivered. There'll be 8 when I've made this one. It's going to be quite tricky getting these in the van. 6 foot wide, 2 meters high. I'll have to turn them on the side. It's going to be a struggle on my own, but they need delivering today. So we'll get them done, get them out, and get them paid for, and get on with the next order. So I'll get this panel made, folks, and we'll catch up once I get on to loading the van. See you shortly. Cheers. There we go, folks. That was a bit of a struggle. I couldn't film it because actually, even though I'm closed, the customer saw doors open and they've walked down and bought some wood, so they were stood in front of cameras. So anyway, I managed to get them in. You have to tilt them on the side and get them in. So I've got the 8 panels in, so now I'm going to get out and get these delivered. I'll catch up with you when we get back. Cheers. Okay, viewers. I've delivered those 8 big 2-meter high panels, so that's great. They've been delivered and paid for. I've had my lunch, done a few bits, and now I'm just about to start making another order for fence panels. But while I was having my lunch, we've had some more JRS tree services have been. Brought some more trees. They came yesterday as well, so them guys are busy now taking trees down. So I'll show you where we're at. We're getting a build up now again, which I need to get on this very soon. As soon as I get all these panels done, I'm going to have to spend a lot of time on these logs. I'm running out of room. I've got quite a lot of room, but it soon gets filled up when these guys get busy. So we had all of this here, if you remember last time, probably. You might not. Today they've brought this one. It's a big pile of softwood. possibly pine, some conifer, and then yesterday we tipped a load of cherry lot. So a lot of work here, as you can see, a real lot of work. And I'm running out of room, as I said, so I've got to get on this. So as soon as I get on top of panels, but there's still a good 100 panels on order, they're coming in daily. I'll try and get on top of panels and get some days out here cutting these up, getting them split. So what we're doing now, I've got the next order, believe it or not, is for 30 6x5 Vertilap panels, one of my big fencing companies. I'm doing it that way so you can see. So 30 6x5 Vertilap fence panels, which I'm going to start making now. I don't want to pick these up at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's very unlikely I'm going to get 30 made. It's 1 o'clock now. But we'll see how we get on, folks. So let's get started. There we are. Let's put you where you can see. Right, viewers, off we go. Right, folks, what's been happening since I last saw you? It's a few hours, about 3 hours since I last saw you or recorded. And what Fred's been doing for the last few hours is... look at all those. So I've been pretty much flat out for 3 hours. I have had a couple of tea breaks, I'll be honest, in between. But we've done 20 of those 30 panels. Now they want 30 for tomorrow. I've done 20. But I'll be honest, it's past 4, well 20 to 5 actually. I'm not doing another 10 now today. I've had enough. I was just still recovering from that fencing job I did Saturday and Monday. So we've got 20 done, we'll get another 10 done first thing in the morning. Should be done for about 9, 10 o'clock and we can come and collect the 30. So that's good, it's a big order, look. Quite a hell of a lot of work, but worthwhile obviously. And also, JRS Tree Services I've been again while I've been making these 20 panels and I last showed you. So let's have a look. Okay, here we go. So you saw that load that they brought today. Then there was the cherry at the back that they brought yesterday. And now we have what looks like quite a big pine tree that's been chopped down. That is big, look, viewers. So anyway, as I was explaining earlier, we are now running out of room, genuinely. I need to get on this soon. I know I keep saying it, but I will, because they'll keep coming. I can't afford to turn it away, but it's getting too much to actually process. So that's the end of Tuesday for Fred, and I will see you viewers in the morning, Wednesday morning. First job in the morning is to get those last 10 5-foot panels made for that 30 panel order, and then we'll take it from there. So thanks again, and we'll catch up in the morning. Cheers folks, bye for now. Good morning viewers, it's Wednesday morning, 8 o'clock. What we're doing this morning, we're finishing that order of 30 Vertilap panels, 6x5 foots. I've already had a message from the fencing company at 6:30, believe it or not. I was just getting up. to see if the panels are ready for them to come and fetch. So we'll get straight on with it. We've got 20 done yesterday, if you remember. We run out of time. So now we're going to get another 10 done as quickly as we can because they wanted to come and fetch them ASAP. So, Fred's going to get cracking, folks. I'll catch up with you really soon. Cheers. Right, update folks, it's just after 10 o'clock. Finally I've finished that order of 30 65 panels, as you can probably see behind me. While I was making those 30 panels, sorry, I'm thinking, yeah, finally I'm going to get these done. My wholesale customers rang up and ordered 32 65 panels, which is 2 more than I've just made. So it's good to be busy. I've now got still over 100 panels after these, so we'll carry on, folks. There you go, look at that for a stack. 30, 65, 30 lap panels, and I've just had an order for 30 odd more. Marvellous. Right, okay, we'll crack on, folks. I'm now going to get myself a brew, and then I'll sweep up, because as you can see, you get a lot of sawdust off the feather edge boards. So I'll have a sweep up, I'll have a cup of tea, and we'll start the next order. See you shortly. Cheers. Right folks, I've been for my cup of tea, or coffee, I've had a brew, and then I just remembered before I started making any more orders, I've got 2 bags of logs to deliver tomorrow. I've got 1 bag already bagged up, which was it was our display bag. So I'm going to take that one that's already bagged, and I've just bagged another one up now. I'll show you. There we go. 1 bulk bag, seasoned hardwood logs. The mixture in there, there's a bit of plum, bit of walnut, and some chestnut. I think that's it. So yeah, mixture of hardwood. That's going out tomorrow, along with another bag that I've got ready bagged up. So now we're going to look at making some more of these fence panels. Right folks, I've now used up all the materials, made as much as I possibly can. So I've ordered some more materials, so there's loads more panels to make, as you know. But I've run out of wood or materials to make fence panels, so what I always do, the minute I can't make anything, I just go on to logs. Obviously there's all those logs to sort and process, as you know. So what we'll do now for the rest of the next few hours, or a couple of hours, rest of this afternoon, we'll get some more logs split and outside for seasoning. So, here we go. Right folks, we're just waiting for S&R Fencing to come and pick these 30 panels up. Just had a message to say they're on their way, so I'm all ready for them, look. Right folks, here they are, look, loaded up and ready to go. I'm not sure, but I think that could be slightly overloaded or overweight. But anyway, it's really good to see that order go, 30 panels. These guys are really good customers of mine. Do a lot of fencing. If you wanted any fencing doing, I know I do it myself, but these are a really good company as well. But look at that guys, 65 panels on the back end of the van. Right viewers, it's just on 3 o'clock. I'm going to call it a day today because I've got an appointment shortly this afternoon. So that's the end of another day for Friday. It's Wednesday. I'll see you again tomorrow, which is Thursday. Tomorrow we need materials urgently because we've got quite a lot of panels due for Friday morning. At the minute we haven't been able to make any more panels. Once say the company pay for the panels that we just talked about, a big pile of panels you just seen go. I'll have points to go by again, so first thing in the morning I've got 2 bags of logs to deliver and a quote to do, so get a gate, and then I've got to try and get some materials and then get back here as soon as I can before the lunchtime and make as many panels as I possibly can for Friday morning. So busy again, so we'll catch you in the morning folks. Thanks ever so much indeed for watching. Cheers and I'll see you again soon. Right then folks, I've been and delivered those 2 bags of logs. Couldn't film now unfortunately, but I'm now back at the yard. I've got some good news. My delivery of materials or timber's coming around 12 o'clock. I've got 26 panels to make today, but at least I ain't got to go and fetch it. So it's coming around 12, so until then it's about 10, yeah, about 10 now. So I'm just going to split some more logs until materials arrive, and then we'll get straight on these panels. So we'll carry on with what we were doing yesterday, which is filling this crate with logs. So I'll get some more logs split viewers and I'll catch up with you shortly. Cheers. Right viewers, update. The wood has arrived. I've had my lunch and the wood's come during, I thought, lunchtime, so that's all good news. So we're going to leave the logs. It's very nearly a full crate. Look, it's just a shame I've just got a few more to split there and a few more in the crate, but the wood's there, so we can finish this panel, which needs 6 more boards on it. That's for tomorrow. The 6 boards are there. We've got another full pack of 5-foot feather edge, 864 pieces, and look viewers, a full pack of 6-foot feather edge and another full pack of bike rails. So we've now got enough timber to make over 100 panels. So Fred's going to crack on and get some panels made, and I'll catch up with you shortly when we've got some done. Cheers folks. Right viewers, that's the first panel done. That double-sided hit and miss panel. Specific size, I think it's 126 centimetres wide by 5 foot 7 inches high. So it's a bespoke size panel. Quite a good job of that, I think. That's the front look, you can't see through it. So that's that one done. Now that I got the boards, I've just 6 boards short to complete it. That panel's now finished, that's going out tomorrow. Right folks, what we've got to do now is 26 6-foot by 5-foot vertical lap panels. They're being picked up by our wholesale customer again, and he wants each for 8 o'clock in the morning. So far we've got none, so I best get cracking. So we've got some wood. There we are, some 5-foot feather edge. We've got some back rails in here. We've got some caps in here, look. So I'll get cracking with these 26. It's 1:30, so we'll see how many we can get done by the end of today. Right folks, that's first one done, look. 25 more to do. I'll crack on with them 25 and I'll see you when I've done those. Cheers. Quick update viewers, I've done 11 panels, I'm on my 12th, and while I'm making these panels, JRS Tree Services have been again. We are really now running out of room, as I keep saying, but I'll show you. That's the new load tip there. Now there's only just enough room to get through. It's seriously building up. And they're saying they're coming again later this afternoon or around tea time. So with another load. So folks, let's get all these panels made as quick as I can and get out here and get some logs processed. Anyway, time for a cup of tea, and then we'll carry on with this order. Right viewers, update time. It's 6:20, and I'm a little bit tired, but I've worked really hard. Because this afternoon I got all my materials around 1 o'clock. I had 27 panels to make this afternoon. Didn't think I would get them all done, I'll be honest. I have to slide as many as I possibly can. But I've just kept going and going. And you can probably see behind me, that's why I look so pleased with myself. I've done them all. There we are. 26 more 6x5 vertilap panels. That's 56 panels, guys, in 2 days. That is the most I've ever made, honestly. I'm getting to the point where I need a machine. 56 panels in 2 days, and that is my absolute record. And I am stretched to the limit. I can't do anything else at the minute, but just keep making panels. So I made that. It's a good problem, I know. I'm not complaining, but I've got like logs building up like you wouldn't believe. Anyway. That's the one I made first. I was double-sided it and miss. And then 26 6x5s. And it's 6:15. So it's absolutely glorious outside, as you know. There's about to be a heat wave. I'll show you this because, believe it or not, JRS Tree Services have been again. They said they were coming again. And I said I was running out of room, so they've now tipped there, look, because we literally have no more space. I have to leave a little runway through here because my landlord has a container down that way around the back, and sometimes he needs to get access to it, so I can't block this entire run. So as you can see, that's today's one, and that was today's one. 2 loads today, 2 loads the other day, about 5 loads in 3 days. I think these guys are as busy as Fred. So, on that note, viewers, because I'm really hungry, while I made those panels I've had a couple of tea breaks and I've had half a packet of custard creams, and they're those big packets, like a double packet. These were kindly given to me by one of our subscribers, Roy, this morning when I was delivering his logs. Roy is a really good log customer of ours. Top man is Roy. Gave me a packet of custard creams and I've ate half the packet already this afternoon. So now I'm going to call it a day and go and get some proper food and a shower. And I'll see you again in the morning, folks, where we'll probably be making more fence panels. So thanks ever so much indeed as always, and I'll catch up with you soon. Cheers, guys. Morning again, folks. It's now Friday morning. Fred's back in the shed. Sun come round, so we were late last night, so it seems to be got to this morning really quick. But all is good. We're waiting for the wholesale customer to come and pick up these 26 panels. He's coming anytime shortly this morning, and I've just got to nip out and deliver one panel and pick up a few bits from the shop, and then I'll get back and we'll get on another panel order. There's still plenty of panels to make. We've got the timber now, so we'll get some more panels made today, and hopefully once we get on top of these panels we can look at doing some logs. So folks, I'll catch up with you shortly when I come and get these panels. Right, viewers, time for an update. Been quite busy. I've not made anything today. I'm laughing, but it's 2:30 going on for 3 o'clock and I've not actually made anything. Reason behind that is I've just decided to, sometimes I get these urges just to have a quick, a bit of a sort out. So what I've done is I've tidied up a bit the warehouse, because since I shut the yard I just piled everything inside and it was just a bit of a mess. So basically what I've done, if you can see, it's now totally free in the middle. The logs are still there where I had them, but there was kind of wood just all here that you couldn't get in and out. So what I've done, because the racking is empty now at the back, when we're not buying in timber, to sell the retail timbers, look, I've put now it's just picket fencing materials basically, and trellis materials, right up to the rack. So, only a little change really, but it's given me a hell of a lot more room to get in and out. We're bringing panels out on fork truck and you were almost clipping the wood and having to, be careful to manoeuvre around it. And then the biggest change I've done is in the back. This is where I've been for the last 2 or 3 hours. What was happening, the benches were both in the middle there, as you probably saw before. So I'd bring in from outside or from in the warehouse, we'd bring in a pack of 5-foot boards, for example, and I'd make the panels, and then when I'm going to make I need some 6-foot boards, I'd have to take the pack of 5-foot boards out and then bring back a pack of 6-foot boards in. You were forever just ferrying timbers in and out of the warehouse, and obviously not getting as many things made. So I started doing it, and it took all my afternoon, and I should have made things, I know, but I feel better now it's done. So what I've done, look, swept all the floor, tidied it all up, and I've moved both benches to one side, and there is enough room it's not perfect, but there is enough room to work around the benches. There you go, we've got a good gap between the benches. And then that's enabled me to do, look, is put all the materials in this back bit. So the benches are there, and directly across from you, you've got your cappings, your back rails, your 6-foot feather edge, your 5-foot feather edge, 4-foot feather edge, etc. So all materials are near to benches. And then also, believe it or not, JRS Tree Services have been again today. We're now going down the side of the yard, or nearly into the field. So there we are, folks. It's like last 2 days, and then we've got all of that. Absolutely unbelievable. If he carries on coming like he's doing, I may have to see if I can rent that field out there, look. We can just fill it with logs. But anyway, on that note, Fred's going to get on now and try and get an hour or two work done, or make a few panels. So I'll catch up with you again when I've done. Cheers, folks. There we are, viewers. Just collected their 26 30 laps. Morning, viewers. It's Saturday morning. I forgot to film the ending yesterday to Friday, but it is now Saturday morning. And what's Fred up to today? Cole's not in today. It's bank holiday weekend, so Fred's on his own. It's a lovely morning. It's 10 to 8. Yeah, about 10 to 8. Sun's out. It's really warm out today. So what we're doing? Right. Yesterday I forgot to film the ending, but managed to make 4 of these 6 foot with 5 foot arch top vertical lap panels. So I did 4 yesterday afternoon just for I've packed in. I've now got another 5 to make this morning, 4 more at full size and then a smaller finishing panel. So 9 panels in total. We'll get that order done. And then we're going to go out to a local country store and get some fuel for the chainsaw, some oil for the chainsaw, and this afternoon we're going to start cutting up some of these logs, because as you know, around the bike we've got a huge problem with logs. So we're going, well, not a problem, but it's a good problem, but we need to start cutting them up. We're running out of room, get them drying. So, on that note, folks, look at this. It's absolutely glorious. It's only 10 to 8 and it's warm and it's sunny. Lovely morning. So, on that note, Fred's going to get a coffee and get cracked on with some panels. So folks, we'll catch up with you very, very shortly. Right folks, update. So order complete. 8 6x5 arch top panels and a small finishing end panel. It's in the middle of panels if you can see it. There's a smaller one there at the end there. That order is now complete. This customer's collecting, so I'll go and let him know if he's ready, see when he wants to pick them up. So next job is to go and get some fuel for the chainsaw, some oil for the chainsaw. We'll start making some progress on these logs this afternoon. So I'll go out and get some fuel and I'll catch you after lunch, folks. Cheers. Right folks, that's the end of Saturday. About 4 o'clock nearly. I've not filmed much this afternoon because I've been just been splitting logs all afternoon, and I've already filmed that this week. So basically I've got the first new crate of split hardwood logs outside, which I'm really chuffed. There we are. So at least I've made a start, folks. I went out and got my fuel. Oh yeah, I had to get fuel for and oil for the chainsaw, fuel for the van, and fuel for the fork truck. And oh my god, I'm having beans on toast for tea. It's absolutely horrendous. I know it's the same for everyone, but it was so expensive. So I've got my first crate of logs done outside. It's Saturday tea time. At least I've made a start on the logs, so I'm going to now push myself and try and keep doing logs as much as I can between the fence panels and get some of these logs processed so we've got outside. There really is so many. Look, that's absolutely unbelievable. So many to process, but I've started. First crate, and basically I had one crate left of sawn logs that I did weeks and weeks ago. So I've split that. So next job now on the logs is to get outside and get the chainsaw on these logs and start cutting them all up. So folks, brings us to the end of week 20. As always, massively appreciate you watching and support. Hope you've enjoyed the video. It's been a busy week and so many fence panels this week. So hopefully I'm getting on top of the panels now. I've only got about 6 orders left. It's probably about 30-40 panels. If I can get on top of the orders, I can get on the logs and stay on the logs for a while and get some built up. So thanks for watching, folks, and hopefully we'll see you again next week, which will be week 21. Cheers, folks.